This video is going to be really weird. It's been a while, guys. I hope you guys are okay. I haven't wrote the title yet, but if you see the title of this video, then you know what I'm about to talk about. So, yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's been 5 days since my mother passed away, and since everyone knows, I did a video about us, and she passed away from cancer, and she was in like a comatose state, and there's a video on it. I did a video, and people that don't know, called Being a Caregiver as a ABDL and DDLG and Age Regression. You can watch that video, and shows a small clip of my mom and how I took care of her and what I had to physically go through and look at every day, which is very hurtful and sad for myself with mental health issues. But it's been 5 days. I don't count the first day. I always count the day after, because I held her hand, and I've been crying and crying. I've been very angry, like I wanted to just hurt somebody, and that's not in my natural nature. It's not who I am. So yeah, 5 days without my mom. I still text her on her phone. I went through her texts the other day. I cried my eyes out because we had some, my phone only goes up to a year ago with texts, and, it was difficult when everything was on me. And even though her husband worked every day, that's the only good thing I could possibly say, because I don't want to get too much into him, but he's an abusive person most of my life, and he's my stepfather. And he showered my mother basically with gifts and some money. He's not rich, but he's like comfortable living. He has a good truck driving career for over like 34 years. So anyway, it's hard to face your abuser, and I had to belittle myself yesterday with my aunt Hope, and my mother would be proud of me, and she's still here with me. Actually, I've been doing a lot of stuff to talk to her, and there's a dream catcher up above. You guys can't see it because my phone's on a table. I got some of her clothes, not a lot. I got a Hello Kitty blanket, a kitty cat pillow I bought her, and a Hello Kitty stuffed animal. I took that because it meant a lot, because I just wanted things that she wore a lot, or things that, she liked. Like, I got a lot of her nail polish. I have behind me a sun, a moon, and a star. I think my mom was like secretively practicing, like, or she's maybe into like witchcraft, which, I had dissociative identity, so one of my altars practices that. I have a whole video on that. If you don't know about that, you can watch it. It's called Meet the Altars, Dissociative Identity. It's on my videos. Look for it. But I took some of her. I might show you guys in another video, but in my windows where I'm pointing, I have a beautiful crystal pentagram with bells, and I have another one that's like a real heavy metal. It's old. It's probably from the 90s and 80s. They're old, and the chain broke, so I had to re-snap it on with a keychain. So it kind of looks really weird, but it's holding up. So I have it tacked in the window, or on a windowsill with a tack. And this morning I was making coffee, and my caregiver called me, and I muted the phone, and I was talking, and I was like, Mom, if you're still here with me and you can hear me and you're with me now, please make the dream catcher move. And it moved a little bit faintly. And I cried again, and I'm grateful, and I'm so happy she's here, and I just feel guilty in a way that I lied to her in a way about letting her go, but she was not doing well the last 2 weeks when she fell and broke her hip. So she stopped eating, she stopped drinking, she couldn't really talk anymore. I didn't know she had a DNR. Her husband is a proxy, and who is her caregiver, which I can't stand, the piece of shit. But I don't want to get too into it, because I don't want this video to be hateful and mean and spiteful. it's very hard to just, I can't believe I'm even talking about this. I can't believe I'm actually making a video. I didn't really want to. I wanted to do it the first day or the second day, but I was too emotional and I was crying. And I thought maybe that would be good to get more of my emotions out. But I don't think I could watch another YouTuber cry their eyes out for 2 to 5 minutes. So, but that's just a me thing, unless I had to. But I talked to her all the time. I told her, I held her hand the day she passed. Her stupid husband called my aunt, picked me up. My aunt didn't want me to go. I said, no, take me to my mother. We are going. I held her hand. She was cold. I didn't shake her, but I kind of grabbed her. I was like, Mom, please wake up. Please wake up. You're just sleeping. I was kind of in a dissociative moment, like I was 12 again with special needs. And that's my problem, is that, not to bring up my mental illness, but there are times where I do go back to that state because that is a lot of trauma for me with her husband, with the verbal and physical abuse, and with my mental health issues. And it triggers my, like, pro-anorexia, depression. It triggers other things I can't say on here either, but it's depressing. And I've been listening to a lot of, like, Evanescence and Flyleaf. The Flyleaf girl, that was the first one. I can't pronounce her name, but the first girl, not the new one. And I've been listening to, like, a lot of gothic music, and just, like, I know it's depressing, but, and I got nail polish sitting on the table, actually, which is really weird. And these are not my colors. My mom liked these colors. It's like a dark crimson red and, like, jet black with sparkles. So here's the one with, like, I don't know if you can see, it's got, like, a skull on it and stuff. That's my mother's. And then I have another one that is jet black with skull. Kind of looks like a poison bottle. And I have another bottle here with the Get the London Remoluk. My mom loved the British country, and even though I don't think we're from England, we're mostly German descended and some Jewish. So yeah, but people keep, like my aunt keeps saying, "Oh, you'll move on, you'll get over it." I'm like, bitch, please. I lost my mother. I'm the youngest one. I don't think I'll ever get over it. And as crazy it sounds, I can't believe this Wednesday will be a week. The services will be on a Thursday. And I'm going. I wrote my mom a song and a poem, actually. I don't know if I'm going to sing it, if I'm going to be allowed to. Her husband's a proxy. But I went to the funeral home, right? And I asked the lady, can I see my mother? And she looked at me like I was psychotic. I'm like, well, what do you think I'm going to do? Run off with her? I would like to, though. But I was like, you could stay with me. I just want like 5 minutes with her, just to hold her hand. And crazy as this sounds, even though I don't practice that much, but I dabble here and there. But if I could do a spell to do, like, I can't pronounce it, necrolazamzi, I don't know, when you bring the dead back to life, but I know I wouldn't do that because, one, I don't think it would work real life, and two, I watch Vampire Diaries and True Blood way too much, and if that hypothetically was to work, and I'm quoting this, they wouldn't be the same person. Yes, their body would be the same, and whoever's possessing it would talk in their voice, but it wouldn't be them. And I guess I'm a little happy, which is fucked up and selfish to say, but, like, I'm happy she's not in a coma or comatose anymore, because she wasn't talking, she wasn't eating for, like, almost a week and a half, and I don't understand how her body hung on that long. She wasn't peeing anymore out of the catheter. She was kind of like peeing dark red where her kidneys were shutting down, because my aunt Hope is an LPN nurse. And I did some nursing for CNA because my mom taught me some stuff, and I was going to be a nurse at one point, but with my mental health, I just can't handle it. And I got some of her leggings, some of her pajamas. I did take 3 pairs of jeans from her, but you guys don't see them. I don't feel like showing you stuff. And I got my clothes that I kept in a bag, which kind of smell between cigarettes, medicine from cancer, and just like a musty dog smell, because the dog passed away like 6-7 months ago that my mom put down. And then her husband smoked cigarettes too, and she smoked during her treatment, which I don't want to get into, which I think it was stupid, but she knew this. But the point I'm going to say is that you don't you don't never know what to say when you lose a parent or what to go through. And my advice, I'm going to start saying, if I see people smoking, and this could be you guys anywhere on the street, don't smoke cigarettes and don't vape. You think it's cool, you think it's awesome, but let's be realistic. You're a freaking idiot, and it's going to hurt you and kill you when you get older. Yeah, you don't think, oh, when I hit 25 or 35 or 45 or 55, oh, yeah, I'll be fine. No, that's when you'll probably end up getting cancer or some other illness. Don't smoke and don't drink and don't do drugs. Yes, you can still get cancer and get sick even if you don't do that. Like myself, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't drink alcohol. I count my blessing. I have tried it when I was younger, when I went to the pubs and I was when I was um on in university and I went to the pubs. But no, um, I don't like it. Thank God. And my mother would not want me smoking or drinking. I know that would like beyond. She would flip out. And my mom's still here with me right now. I don't know if she's standing over there. She's right next to me. Is she behind me? Is she that way? Is she that way? But I will always talk to her. I will never ever lose her. And the night she passed away, um, it was between 12:30 and 3:34 in the morning because her husband was drinking alcohol, and I guess he passed out and didn't give her a dose of morphine every hour. And he's been drinking for the past 3 months. Since she's been gotten diagnosed worse, and she stopped treatment like 2 months ago. But when she broke her hip and fell out of bed the first time, she got worse. And I don't understand how a week later, according to him, what my Aunt Hope says, she fell out of bed a week after she broke her hip. And I don't understand how my mom rolled over, which is on her right side, and I guess she had a cognitive stage. She was not comatose. She had some kind of mental cognitive stage. I don't know. She thought she was younger. If she had to get out of bed and go to work and do nursing, did she have to clean the house? I don't know, mommy, what you were thinking, but she rolled out of bed with a catheter attached to her, and she had the commode next to her. And I don't know if she hit her head when the first time when she broke her hip, or if she hit her head again. And then my aunt's like, "Well, what would it matter? She's dying anyway." And I'm like, how do you say that shit? And then her husband, to be a spiteful schmuck, was like, oh, well, this is like months ago before, she got worse, like 3, 4 months ago. Oh, well, I give her cigarettes. Who cares? She's dying of like lung cancer anyway. What do you think's gonna happen? She thinks she's gonna not die, like making stupid jokes. And it's hard to face my abuser with that. And so the services in 3 days, and I think it's disgusting and inappropriate, but he paid for everything. My mother made him the proxy and caregiver of her. And it's not about money, it's not about control. I'm grateful for what I did get, but I'm just hurt that he is being a spiteful, vindictive schmuck. And I had to like grovel to him and be like, oh, and my aunt's, before we left the car, she like, just say it to him, even if he yells at you. So I was like, fine. So I said, thank you, Bob, for allowing me to come get some of my mom's things. Thank you for allowing me and giving me permission. You know how hard that is to say to an abusive person who's hit you as a child and verbally abused you, even up to your adult in your 20s? It's sick. But I swallowed my pride that I don't have for my mother's sake, and even in death, I'm still getting abused, and it's sick. And I'm sure my mother's not happy. My mother was there the whole time when he was yelling at me the first day when I held her hand the day she passed. Her hand was cold, her body was cold. I was talking to her just like I'm talking to you guys now, and yeah, I probably lost my forhoodles. I'm still losing my forhoodles right now, but I'm going to still talk to her because I do believe if she crossed over. I don't believe she left me. And no offense, I'm not gonna let you leave me. You're not leaving me. I will come up with every spell, anything I could think of in my grimoire or in my book of shadows, and I will keep you here. If I can't bring you back to the dead, you are staying with me, and I'm not letting you go. And if that's selfish, I don't care. I'm going to be selfish for once in my life. You're my mother. I love you, and you're not leaving me. I need you. And I say this to my mother all the time. I need you, Mom. I love you, Mommy. I miss you, Mom. And it's true. And okay, maybe I don't. Well, I know I do need her physically too. So what am I saying? But I wrote her a little poem here. I was gonna sing it, but I don't know if I want to. But I might sing it now. I might not. But I'm just so hurt, guys, and there's nothing I could say. Is just love your family, cherish your family, do not move out, do not rush to grow up. And this is someone who has special needs, who is an ABDL and DDLG. And my mother actually, she didn't like me sucking on the dummy, but she did, whether you're incontinent or not incontinent, wearing nappies, that was my choice as a grown adult. She didn't like get it, but she liked my dollhouse. She loved my house that I'm sitting in right now. She loved my dolls, my innocence, my little girl childhood, my little side. She loved all that. And she accepted it. And she loved me. And she always called me her little baby. And I have cards that I was looking at like 3 days ago, crying my eyes out. Because the one card she wrote, which was, I had 4 birthday cards and a Christmas card from her and Hanukkah. One's 2018, the other 2 cards are 2019, and the last card she gave me was 2021 or 2022. I'm not quite sure. But the last card says, I will always love you, my baby, and then my name, until I can't be here no longer. When I read that, I just lost it and bawled my eyes out like, oh my gosh. And I don't think that, people say you're going to move on, you'll be fine, blah, blah, blah. I got my cousin Clarissa, my aunt, this one, but my father's no longer with me either. My biological father's no longer around anymore. That's all I'm going to say. And my mom's not longer here. I have my grandmother still, thank God. The ones you guys met, she's in some of my videos. You guys can watch that. Adventures in New York City with Grandma. She's in some of those videos, and she's so funny, and she's losing it. I got to go down to, Brooklyn, New York eventually and visit her in a week and spend a week with her and sit Shiva. And I've been wearing the same black dress when I go out. I wear the same black dress. And not to bring up gothic stuff, but I think this is going to trigger me more to be more, not that I'm trying to develop another altar or go that direction, but I think I'm going to end up triggering something with one of my altars and be gothic or just dress gothic or acknowledge the gothic vampire and gothic and morbid death type of lifestyle. And like, I got dark purple curtains up. I mean, I'm still ABDL and DDLG and age regression. I will always be me, but I still have like that. Like I took all my mom's. It's weird. All her Halloween stuff. That was one of her favorite holidays next to Christmas. My mom loved Halloween was number one, and she loved Christmas. She loved both of those holidays. Oh, I start crying. And a lot of her leggings are mostly Walmart and Target. It's not expensive stuff I took. But I got like 2 pairs of jeans that don't fit me because my hips are too wide. They're like a 14 or a 15. And I got a pair of hot pink, white, like kind of like, I guess you call them a sweat outfit. And they're like tapered at the bottom. I got mostly leggings that are all black and gold with stars and moons and like the galaxy. My mom liked that like galaxy, stars, and moon stuff. I think because she probably practiced witchcraft when she was younger or acknowledged it, because I went through her phone and I sent a lot of photos to my phone, thankfully, because luckily I did it because her, like I said, her husband's abusive to me verbally and physically when I was younger, and he's making everything difficult. And the day I was at my mother's, he just, it's sick, he just yelled at me, cursed me out, told me it's my fault. My mother hates me. My mom hates me because of who I am and what I did to myself. And my mom thinks I'm an abomination. She hates gays, lesbians, trans, which is not true. My mom was my mother was an LP nurse. My mom was a nurse. My mom loved a lot of people and she helped people through her careers. And I was with her for a lot of her work ethic and clientele. And I helped her out too because I was actually on a assistant nursing program, a non-credit course working with her. And anyway, my mom does love me, and I tried my best. And even though I went through the phone texts and I cried because I was a little rude to her, and so was she. I remember I had to take 2 buses and a cab to go see my mother when I was taking her to chemo and radiation. And, being on low income disability, it's hard to travel, and I don't have a car. Yes, I have a clean license, I can drive, but I don't have my own vehicle. And even though I might have gave her a rude attitude because I was with my boyfriend, I always left my boyfriend's house, and my boyfriend never stopped me at all from visiting my mother, and a lot of people want to blame him, like my mom's husband. Bob wants to blame him, which he never ever stops me. He always said, "Go, baby. I'm gonna be hurt. I'll miss you, but go." He kissed me. He walked me to the bus stop, and I took the next bus out. And I have to take two buses. One bus is 15 minutes. The other bus is an hour. Just to go home and then take another cab that's for 30 minutes. So just to get to my mom's at like 6 in the morning, or by 6:30 a.m. and I did it. And I always took her for a year and a half. I always drove her car to um, the hospitals for chemo and radiation, and I've always took her to, the Rock Hill Hospital, the Middletown Hospital for chemo and radiation. I was there with her before she got sick, during she got sick, after she got sick, when she got better, when she lost her hair, when her hair grew back, and when she passed away, and even when she was in comatose. And it does hurt me for saying this, but I gotta be honest. I tried holding her hand and reading her a Winnie the Pooh story, and she pushed me away literally with her hand, and she could barely talk. She was talking like this, like 2 weeks ago. She was like, "Yeah, get away, me," because the cancer was pushing. I guess her lung cancer was pushing on her left lung, which was white, and one lung was black, which I don't get how they missed that in a CAT scan. And the tunnels that go doom, 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 but they missed it. But she stopped treatment for like, I'm going to say a month and a half. She stopped treatment. And she was gurgling for like over a week and a half. And she was on a lot of morphine. Before she broke her hip, she was on morphine every 3 hours. Then when she broke her hip, it was every 2.5 hours. Then it was 2 hours. And then the last week and a half, it was every hour on the hour. And the night before she passed away, I held her hand, and I kind of lied to her, but I guess I did want her to go in peace. I just didn't think I would lose her. But laying there watching your mother just move her hands and her feet, and there's a video, like I said, if you look at it, I already told you in the beginning of the video, you can look for it. Watching her just move her body, like her hands and feet, and she's tossing and turning, and like not like roughly but subtly, and just watching my mom not talk to me. Her eyes were closed. There was times she opened her eyes for like maybe 2 seconds, and then she'd be out again. And I'm like, my aunt, I do believe this though. I think your hearing is the last to go when you're in a coma, or you're comatose, or whether you're paraplegic, you're dying. Your hearing, I think, is always the last to go. Even if you can't talk, speak, and you can't move your hands or blink your eyes, they can still hear you, whether people want to believe it or not. And I did tell her, if you see Grandma Helen, if you see Buddy, your doggy, or God, or an angels, or fairies, whatever you believe in, Mom, or see, go to it. It's okay. And I lied to her, but I said that for her sake, so she can cross over, because it was worse watching her in her body just lay there with a catheter and an oxygen tank and not moving, and just basically like a zombie, and she's freaking spaced out. So I guess I will sing the song. I already read this to my mom when she was here, and let's see. Mom, if you're here with me now and you could hear me, can you please make the dream catcher move that's above the coffee table, please? Please, Mom, make it move. You moved it last time this morning when I was on the phone with my caregiver / daddy Dom. You're here, Mom. I love you, and I miss you, and I need you so much, and I will never let you go in prayer, in death, or in general. It moved very subtle, and my heater's vent is over here, and I got heat in the bathroom, I got heat in the bedroom, and my apartment is an open concept, and my ABDL playroom is that way, which I'll do a video on that coming soon. But my heat's not even on, I don't think. I don't think the landlord even turned it on, but where the dream catcher is, it's not even remotely near the heat this way, and I'm sitting over here, and the dream catcher is that way, which is, the coffee table is right here where the phone's sitting, and it's like up high, and almost towards the bedroom door more, and it moved subtly. So I know it's not me blowing on it from here. There's no way I can reach that. Alright, I'm going to sing the song, Mom. This is for you. Even though I read this in a poem for her. So, yeah. Hold on. Alright, I just wanted to see if the phone was still, recording. I mean, I got a memory card on my caregiver board, but I just want to make sure, so, because I don't know if this phone could record up to 45 minutes or an hour and 10 minutes, because me and my little friend, Amala, we did a video, I think, on my old channel, about, an hour and 10 minutes. I don't know, but this song is for you, Mom. This song is called To My Mom, Our Love. Give me a reason to believe that you're gone. I see your shadow, so I know they're all wrong. Moonlight on the soft brown earth, it leads me to where you lie. They took you away from me, but now I'm taking you home. I will stay forever here with you, my mom. The softly spoken words you gave me, even in death. Our love goes on. Some say I'm crazy for my mom's love. Oh, my love, but no bounds can hold me from your side, my mom. They don't know you're talking to me. I will stay forever here with you, Mom. My love, the softly spoken words you gave me, even in death our love goes on, and I can't love you any more than I do. Mom, I still love you. And that was a song that I wrote for my mom, and I love her so much, and I miss her, and I've always loved singing. My mother kind of liked the way I sung, but she didn't like the music I sang. She probably wanted me to be more like, I guess, kind of an Evanescence / Flyleaf / kind of like pop rock alternative, more than like that Britney Spears, Jessica Simpson, Hilary Duff type of music I like to sing. But anyway, and she actually liked BTS, which I thought was kind of funny and cute. She liked the group BTS, the Korean pop group, but she thought they were really hot and attractive. That's kind of cool. I was kind of into it, but I like Girls' Generation more. I'm more old school, but whatever. But yeah, I guess for boys, they're kind of cute in a pretty way, but I like more masculine men, but whatever. So, I love you guys. I don't know what else to say. I might do another up-to-date video with this one, but just don't grow up. Stay little. Stay innocent. Don't do drugs. Don't do alcohol. Don't hang out with idiots and hoodlums and douchebags. It's okay to keep your innocence in childhood and just love your mom and your dad and your family and your siblings. And even if you got issues, patch them up. It's the right thing to do. Even if they don't want to, make the effort. Be the better person. And I know it sucks. I hate that word. Like, be the bigger person. No pun intended. But you will look better doing that. And even though you might feel like you're a sucker, you're groveling, you're stupid, you're pathetic, you're still being the mature, respectful person if you gotta face your abuser. And this is coming from me, and I'm taking my advice as I'm saying it to you guys. So it ain't just coming out of my mouth for the heck of it. It's what I really need to start doing. It's what my mom would want. And I'm gonna still do some spells and magic, and I'm gonna dabble more into that. If you guys want to see more videos like that, please hit the thumbs up button on this video so I know. And thank you for loving me for who I am. And subscribers, the ones who wrote positive comments and cared about my mother and who I am, and even though I don't know you and you don't know me, it's only through this video that we're watching together. I'm talking, you're listening. It means a lot. And I know that, like, I'm getting excited and happy over a YouTube thing, but it's my outlook, and I'm sure I can help other people. And I love that we could be a supportive community of ABDLs, age aggression, little space, and DDLGs. And whoever lost a family member or a friend, this video is for you, and I hope I can help you guys, and you help me out too by loving me, supporting me with positive feedback. Only please, and I love yous. And new videos coming soon, and if my caregiver is watching this, thank you for loving me, and it's not going to be easy with me, and just thank you for being patient. Daddy, I love you, and I hope anyone liked that song, but I don't know. Do you think I should sing it at my mom's service, or do you think I should just, like, say it in a poem? Because I don't know what to do. I feel like singing it from my heart, just to be spiteful toward Bob, just to, like, smack in his face, like, ha ha, you're not gonna tear me down on the last day I'm gonna see my mom's body. But little do you know, because he doesn't believe me, because before I end this video, 3-4 days ago, he called me, and I pulled my neck spasm here from stress and tension. I was at my caregiver's, and I was hunched over really bad, sitting like this on the bed. I even told him on the phone, and I wish I would have recorded it, because it would have been a good video if I had to go to court or press charges or something with him. But I wouldn't do it anyway, because it's just a waste of time and it takes too long. But just for proof, just to have it, and it's like, he was like, I don't give a shit about what your mom says. I don't give a fuck about what she wants. I don't care about what she told you. Everything in this house is mine. Remember, that is my wife. And the way he talks like he was the only child, which he's not. And he's got a daughter, an ex-wife, and he's got an older sister and brother. And it's like, the way he talked that day with my mom's body sitting in the bed, only for like 4 hours before she passed, and I was holding her hand. He's acting like this, and her body's still there. And I said to him, Mom can hear you. She's right there. And he looked at me and told the cop, like, oh, she's psycho. She's psychotic. She talks to herself. She's got toys in her room. She thinks she's a child. She's mentally sick. She thinks she's a kid. She needs to be locked up in a psychiatric hospital, in an insane asylum. She's got mental health issues. She's violent. She throws rocks at cars. She's suicidal, which I'm not. And the cop goes, well, she looks kind of sane to me. She just lost her mom. Until she puts her hands on you or you put your hands on her, I can't do nothing. He goes, I don't want her. It's my house. Fuck her. Get her out of the house. So he told the cop, and my aunt drove me home. And I never felt such anger that first day I held my mom's hand. I think it was a sign I was meant to leave, because I probably would have gotten to a good fist fight with this dude. And I'm not saying I could fight, but I would have probably dissociated, and God forbid, I probably would have hurt him, and I wouldn't be sitting here with you on the phone. Put it that way. You can put 2 and 2 together. Think about it. So, yeah, and he still abuses me to this day and makes comments like I was getting my mom's clothes. He's making comments like, oh no, Bob, don't say that. Oh no, Bob, don't do that. Oh, be quiet, Bob. Oh, now he wants to freaking get their mom stuff. Now she wants to get his mom stuff. Oh, that person. Oh, it. He called me every name and everything. Like, he's so mean. He calls me it. He calls me a he calls me she. He calls me an asshole. He calls me a stupid Jew. He calls me a fag. He calls me stupid, retarded, slow, everything. It's so mean what he does to me. And I ignored him, and my Aunt Hope was like, good girl, you did it. Just, we got 10 minutes, hurry up. And he was clocking me when I was at my mom's house, like, oh, you got 20 minutes, let's go. You got 10 minutes, you gotta go, you're lucky. And he goes, everything, when you do take it home, which I don't know why you want to wear your mom's clothes because you're fat anyway, and it's disgusting, and she wouldn't want you wearing it, which is crap anyway. Um, he took all the jewelry, and it's like, I don't even want the jewelry. Even if he didn't let me get any of this stuff, like, I took a couple of her leggings, one pair of pants, the pillow I bought her, the Hello Kitty pillow, and the Hello Kitty blanket that still smells like her cigarettes, a little bit of cancer medication, and I smell a lot of negativity on it and hurt. That's just through my witchy kind of like, I'm not a psychic, but just what I feel on it and what I seen, because she laid on that. And not to be nasty, but she didn't go to the bathroom. She did not bleed out of the catheter, nothing like that when she passed away, because her body was just very dry, and for almost a week and a half she didn't eat and drink, and she didn't poop. So I mean, yeah, I should wash it, but it's not like there's any feces or anything on it. I'm not worried about it. I might wash it maybe in a week or two just to freshen it up, but I still want to enjoy her scent on it, even though I hate cigarette smoke. But it's kind of comforting in a weird way. But yeah, so I love you guys, and please, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up button, helps me out, and thank you for loving me. And if this video helps you, I hope it does. But I I might do a part 2 to this, so stay tuned for that. And if you like the song, comments below. Should I sing the song or say it in a poem at the service? I don't know what to do. I really want to sing it though, but he's just so negative and hurtful, and even in her death, it's like he was still verbally abusive to me and her. And my mom's seen it, and he doesn't believe my mom. He's not in. I'm not saying he's a Catholic and he's religious, but he's not into spirituality or witchcraft or paganism either. He's kind of just undercover biker hillbilly Nazi. That's what I would like to call him. All three in one. So I love yous, and thank you for loving me, and I hope this video helped. Thank you so much.